Hello everybody, hello, welcome on in. Oh gosh, it's been a little while since I've been here, isn't it? And I'm probably a couple of shades darker than what I was before, as you could tell from my hands. Don't know what happened there. Might have been a festival band. So I'm just going to start by saying hello to everybody who is here already. So hello Suzette, hello Robin. Hello Pam, thank you for being here, my lovely. Hello Caroline, lovely to see you, sweetie. Hi Emma. Hello Rhonda, I hope you're doing well, my love. Hello Ords, I hope you are good. And hello Gloria, welcome on in, I hope you are doing well. So there we go, that's saying hello to everybody. Oh, I'm a little bit out of the pattern for this. The festival was actually really great. Thank you so much for asking. I really appreciate that. It was a wonderful time, I can't lie. It certainly has put me in like this kind of space where I'm feeling a bit wee. So, yeah. Can't complain at that. So what we're going to do today, this is going to be a part of a little series that I'm doing. So we're going to make a memory album for my time at the festival for the Isle of Wight. So I'm just going to bring in the few bits that I've got together so far. So we're going to be using the My Memory Book spine from Tonic. I've got 3 pieces of mount board, which measure out to 7 3/4 by 5 3/4. And we've got 2 sheets of this lovely rainbow card, which came from the Crafter's Companion Retro Rainbow Card Pad. I thought it would go really well for the cover of the memory album. So I'm hoping that we can actually do a really, really good job of this, because I want to make sure it all looks pretty and lines up really nicely. The only thing I'm thinking is that I'm not going to be able to get it to go in one continual piece, so I think it's going to be a little bit where we're going to have to do some folding and some rummaging around, but we'll get it all done, don't worry. Probably about the same number of times I've been called a sandwich. I could do... Oh my gosh, somebody accidentally called Ord's AIDS. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. But I'm sure... Well, actually, now it's not a problem because, you know, the whole healthcare thing about it. Yeah, it's not really a thing. I'm going to shut up before I dig myself into a hole. Anyway, we've got some lovely things to go into the memory album just before I even get to pictures. So we've got my lovely band from the weekend, and I was number 7,246. So I'm really proud of that because it's quite a low number. And for the decoration on some of the pages, we have some bits from the lanyard that I bought. So we're going to definitely make use of these 2 here, which is a lot of the people that I saw, a lot of the acts that I saw, and the front page for that as well. I'm not sure if we're going to use the map of the grounds. Actually, I think we will, because I actually camped. So I camped up here in this back corner, which is all the way at the back, and the main stage was all the way at the front here. So I walked so much, guys, it was crazy. If you glue the 2 12 by 12 paper, that's very true, Rhonda. I have every intention of doing that. Thank you for backing me up on that. I didn't know quite if that was the right thing to do, but I'll splice them together and we'll make it work. I don't think there's really anything else from this that I'm going to use, because it's not really anything that I want to put in there, so not adverts anyway. Let's see. So those are some of the little decorative pieces that we're going to be putting in there from our lanyard, and I've got so many pictures. So many pictures. Absolutely unreal. Absolutely. So what I think where we will start is just by lining these 2 pieces up, but I don't know how I'm going to do it without having the crease, because I'd rather not have the crease. But you know, It doesn't matter. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. I always make it work. Let's just see, where can we... You actually do have to cover up quite a fair amount of it, haven't I, to make it work. Make it a pocket and put all those little things in it. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. I didn't quite... Why didn't I think of that? The only thing is, right, this lines up absolutely perfectly except for there, where it's a different colour. And I don't think my brain can cope with that. But everywhere else, it lines up perfectly. It is absolutely a perfect alignment, except for that one little bit where the colour is not red. I'm not sure I can do that. Yeah, I think it's just going to do the same thing. It's the way the pattern's printed. That's them! They've printed it wrong! They've printed the sheet wrong! Oh my god, that is so naughty. But I'm sure I can... What I'll do is I'll just do it this side and pull it over that way. I can't believe they did that. They printed that wrong. So glad it wasn't me that's at fault, because I was just kind of thinking, am I going blind here? Is there something going on that I'm not quite registering? Right. So I'm going to use some of my construction glue on this because it's going to give me that wiggle time to be able to glue these two together. And I'm just going to kind of be a little bit of a free-flowing. Hello, Simon. Welcome on in, my lovely. I hope you are well. There we go. Let's just line those up. I may have gone a little bit overboard with the glue there, but all I'm trying to do at the moment is just, because I can get rid of that, that's not a problem. It's not going to be a massive... That's not going to be a big problem. There we go. That works so much better, doesn't it, guys? I think that is fantastic. I was wondering why that was wrong. I thought it was me. I thought I was going mad, but I wasn't, and I'm glad it wasn't me. I'm not going mad. Right, so we have connected those two pieces of 12 by 12 paper together. I think we've lost about 2 inches in the pattern match, but it's not a big deal. I'm sure it'll work out well. Yeah, I think it is about... I'm just going to give it a measure. It's about 2.5 inches we lost in the pattern match. Oh no. Yeah, about 2.5 inches. Which isn't a problem. Because all we're going to do is we're going to bring in... Why have I done that? What I need to do... Oh no, Rhonda, don't you worry. I do appreciate the... I do appreciate the help, because sometimes I sit here and I'm like, I should be doing this and it should be doing that, but it's not doing that and I should be doing this. So it's so nice sometimes for someone just to go, Gaz, you need to do that, sweetie pea, and then I do it and I'm like, yeah, that's quite right, I should do it like that. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these at their full sizing, and I'm probably going to cut this down to about a 2-inch strip. So I'm going to keep the height of it, so it's going to be 7 3/4 tall, and I'm going to cut it down to a 2-inch strip. So I'm just going to grab my guillotine, and getting the big one out is probably a little bit overkill. Actually, you know what? I'm going to be really naughty, and I know I said I was going to do it to 2 inches, but I'm going to do it to 2.5. There we go. that was my evil plan. I had thought of that, Rhonda, don't you worry. So, we're going to lose a little bit off this end, but, well, that doesn't matter. I'm thinking maybe we could go a little bit closer with those. So we get that. If I put the crease over the middle of the back, that should work out quite well. I'm quite happy with that. So again, I'm going to come in with my construction glue, and I'm going to start with the central piece and work my way out. I find that always works the best for me. So I'm just going to line those up. There we go. It's not turning out too badly. I will need to trim some off over here, but that's neither here nor there. There we go. So did everybody else enjoy their weekend? I hope you did, because I certainly had a fantastic time at the Isle of Wight Festival. I drank more than I probably should have done on a couple of days, and not as much as I probably should have done on other days. But I'll tell you what, it was such a great reset. It really was. Absolutely fantastic for a reset. There we go. And I'm just doing this by eye, but I'm leaving a tiny little gap just between those. Hopefully you can still see everything. Was it just musicians? There was quite a lot going on, actually. But it was mostly performers. I was just attacked by my iPad. It fell off the holder and smacked me. Howard, of course, it probably thinks. Oh, bless you. Oh, thank you for saying that, Caroline. I appreciate that. I really do, because it was such an experience. For a couple of acts, I did get to the front of the stage. So I was at the very, very front, right on like the bars where you can holding onto the bar for Beverly Knight, Jake Shears from the Sister Sisters. Who else was it? S Club. And, oh, who was the other one? I can't remember who. Jessie J. And I'll tell you what, that woman is an amazing performer. Absolutely amazing. She smashed the shit out of it, pardon my language. I think I may have gone a little bit too thick with this card, but never mind. She's so down to earth, Caroline. It was just amazing. Right, I'm just going to try and measure this up because I need to know how far that is, so I cut the same on the other side. So that's 2 1/4. So I shall cut. I don't know how I'm going to measure this because it's quite a big thing. Have you seen her podcast with Diary of a CEO, Gaz? No, I haven't, and I probably really ought to, shouldn't I? So, come on. I'm not sure. I'm just going to do it by eye. Sod it. When all else fails, I'll just do it by eye. Because there's a little bit. I don't advise anyone else doing that, but just because I'm me and I don't mind, it's fine. Let's just put that there. And it doesn't matter because it's only the folding in and inside. I'll set some insert paper on this as well. Oh, thank you so much, Caroline. I appreciate that, my lovely. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to score around these with my score tool, one of my score tools, so that I get a good crisp fold on it. That was a tip taught to me by the lovely Michelle McCarthy. I just need to see if I can find a score tool now. There we go, that one will do. I'm just using a normal ball tool. Just a normal ball tool. And I'm just going to go around each piece. Hello, Mr. J. Thank you for stopping in, my friend. How are you doing? Oh, by the way, guys, I do actually have a live coming up with Jay on his channel for what I like to call Traitor Day. I believe the Americans call it the 4th of July. But for us here in the UK, it will be the 5th because of the timing that he's doing it in comparison to me. So, it will be at gone midnight on the 5th of July, past midnight UK time. And I'm sure Jay can tell you whatever time it is where he is. But we will be celebrating Traitor Day in all of its glory. And I will probably be singing. Not that Jay knew that, but he does now. Right, now I've scored that. I'm just going to pull it in. And I'm just going to burnish down all of the folds. So I'm just going to I could do with a desk that's 3 times the size of the one that I have, really, couldn't I? So I'm just going to fold and burnish all of these. I'll have to make a Traitor Day thumbnail. Yes, you will. Oh my gosh, I look forward to seeing a Traitor Day thumbnail. That would be so cool. And all I'm doing is just encouraging in where I have scored those lines. Oh my gosh, it is so warm here. I don't know what it is. So we're 22 degrees Celsius at the moment. Computer, what is 22 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? So we're currently at 71.6 Fahrenheit. 71.6, I'm dying. Hello, Crafty Stacey Lou, welcome on in, my lovely. It's so great to see you. I hope you're well. Crafting whilst watching, making a card for a friend who passed a driving test. Whoop whoop, go friend. Well done for passing the thing. Right. I'm just going to have a quick... I needed that drink. It's getting a bit dry up in here. And then hopefully it should look something like that when it's done. And look how cool it looks. I'm so excited, guys. It really does look cool. Now, I don't know how I'm going to do these corners so that they'll, like, fold in like that. I can never remember which way to cut them. If it's cutting them... It is cutting them out, isn't it? It is. So I'm going to bring in my big boy skizzers, because I love my big boy skizzers. And I'm thinking... I'm just going to cut away like that. Oh. And I'm just going to do the same down the midsection here, so that we have the and hopefully I haven't trimmed that off too heavily. But hopefully this should give a nice looking finish. If you've watched my video on how to make an album, you would know how to do the corners. Oh, well, I didn't, did I? You know me, Rhonda, I just like to try and wing it the best I can. I didn't realise you started doing videos. That's also another thing, but then I did spend like 5 days in a field drunk, so... So this is actually going to be a thing that goes on over a couple of streams. Because I don't really want to, I don't want to rush it. And I don't want to make, and I kind of want to, during this weather, it's a bit too hot for me. So it will be I'm trying to not stream too much for too long, if you get what I mean, because of the voice and everything. You do have a YouTube channel, but haven't posted quite some time because of your back. Oh, bless you, sweet pea. I hope I know your back's starting to kind of get a little bit better, isn't it? I know you're not 100%, but I think I have seen in the chat you are starting to get a little bit better, which I'm glad to hear. As soon as I receive my my craft kit from Michelle, that will be a big thing that will be appearing on the channel too. So I hope you're all excited for that one. Hello, Teresa, my sweetheart. How are you doing? I know we've got a live booked in, and I can't remember which day it's meant to be. I will have to check my calendar, but I know that myself and Teresa will be joining me live on the channel, guys. We're going to be doing a little bit of a craft along together. So that will be fun. Oh, is it? I'm so glad you have it. I have to wait for the second run because unfortunately when I booked the first run, I completely forgot that I had the Isle of Wight Festival, and instead of paying for my craft kit, I got drunk in a field. Just don't tell Michelle I said that. Oh, grief. I'm so naughty. Right, let's just clean that up. So all I'm doing now is just burnishing this on and gluing down my tabs. It's on Thursday, yes. It's on Thursday, and I'm super excited too, because it's going to be... I think you're going to be... Is it going to be my third guest on the channel? Hello, Gavin. Welcome on in. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're well. We're just making a casual memory album. Oh, my. There we go. Let's just... Don't you start peeling back up now, you naughty little... I think that's the thing with the glue in this heat. I really wish I had been old enough for Woodstock. I missed it by 2 years. Oh, wow. Wow. I can't really say anything. I wasn't even thought of for that. Will you stick down, you naughty? Stay stuck down, you naughty. You're very naughty. There we go. Let's... Yes, we're going to be making shadow. I've got my shadow bot. Yes, we are. We're going to make flowers. I need to get my kit out for that. I need to get some of my dyes out so that I can do some, and I've got a lovely box waiting. There we go. Let's just get that stuck. I don't understand why it's not staying. I think it's the heat getting to the glue, you know, because I know if the heat is getting to me. Oh, I'm a bit. Oh, girls, I'm a bit. Oh. I'm getting a little bit. Ooh. There we go. Let's glue down there. And I also think the card might be a little bit too stiff for what I'm doing, but it's fine. We'll worry about all of that on there later. There we go. There we are. Just try and make sure that burnishes down nicely, because I don't want that peeling back up. And then what I'll do is I'll put a light piece of paper on the inside just to cover as a back piece. Gosh, I haven't made one of these in so long. I like making like bindings for things. There we go. I'm just going to push that up against there because I think it may help me with sticking this down. There we go. And it doesn't matter if you do cut these a little bit wonky because they'll be hidden by the sheet of paper that goes over the top of it. My idea is if you can hide, if it goes wrong and you can hide it, do it. There we go. I just want to make sure that's nice and tight on there. There we are. Now all I need to do is this last one. So I'm gonna and before I glue that, I'm just going to let that crease down there. And then that should give me a nice crisp corner. And now I'm just going to push that up against that side and hope for the best. Oh golly gosh, I'm so naughty this evening, aren't I? Right, let's get rid of this glue off my hands because that's just going to annoy me. I'm going to take a quick swig of my drink because it is very warm. It is very, very warm up in here. Right, so I want really a nice piece of rainbow paper or something to go in to here. Oh gosh, see look, now I'm missing out on the chat because this thing doesn't catch up. Let's see where we are with the chat. I need to keep up with the chat really. Must be the hot lights. Seattle has an event called Bumper Shoot which involves lots of music. I haven't been in decades because it was too peoply. Yes, I have a problem with too many people, which is really stupid of me to go to a live open air festival, I know. But actually, it turned out quite alright. Oh wow, look how cool that's going to be. Oh, I wish that was on the back and not the front, but hey, never mind. Or otherwise I'll have it opening backwards and it'll look weird. But it's fine. No one would know about the mistakes if we covered them up. That's going to be fine. And what I'm going to do, because that's going to be on the front of it anyway, so I'm just going to tidy up this bottom part and I'm going to stick that straight on there because that's how I want it to be. I'm just going to put this in my guillotine. And let's just get rid of that nasty little edge because I didn't like that. That was a khaki edge. We don't like khaki edges. And this... Oh, apparently the top one's a bit khaki as well. Put a ribbon down that side first before you add the paper on the inside. I will do. Ribbon? Where am I putting ribbon? Why am I putting ribbon? My brain's not with me. Right, there we go. That's all nice. I'm thinking I might actually matte and layer that onto something else. So that's a 5x5 square. So if we go 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, 5 1/4. Ribbon and washi tape cover a multitude of sins, don't they just? I do want to put that on a matte and layer though. I'm just trying to think of what kind of paper I want to put. Oh. Whew. do want something that's going to coordinate. How about a nice bit of orange? I'm thinking a nice bit of orange. That would look quite nice. And it would pull the rainbow in. So I'm going to do that. So let's go with... Oh! Oh, sorry about that. I had a moment. You should be fine with your iPad, lovely. I would get a nice pair of headphones. And you'll be fine. Yeah, I'm absolutely fine. I'm fine. I was just having a moment. I think I'm just having one of those days, you know, because it is exceptionally hot here for us poor UK people. We're all dying. Actually, that's not a bad idea. And I have some I do have some cloud card stock that's already done from Hunky Dory. Yeah, your earbuds will be fine. Did I tell you about my washi tape slip up? I thought I was ordering 2 rolls and ended up with 2 boxes. Now I have 48 rolls. What ones did you order? Where are they from? And how cute are they? Because we may have to have a little chat and I'll buy a couple off of you. I'm liking that. It makes it stand out a little bit. There we go. And I'll just throw that over. Right, I want to make sure that I'm lining this up centrally on here, at least. There we go. So I think for this live, all we're going to do is just make the bare bones of this. We're going to make this. I'm going to put the inner on it, and we're going to put the spine in. And I was actually thinking, no, because that's going to be a bit too thin. It's a shame that that's too thin, because I could have used that card to have made the spine. I want the spine to be quite solid, because I don't want it to, you know, just kind of go everywhere and look horrible. But I think that looks really good as a nice starting point. I really enjoy that. I'm such a child. Right, let's have a look, see what we've got hiding away in the drawer. If I remember correctly, I've got so much stuff, guys. I had a massive donation from someone from my local craft club, because they're like, oh, if you're making stuff like continually, you can have all of this. And I was like, oh, grim. Which I thought was great at the time, until it rocked up at my house. And then I was a bit like, oh, I think I may have bitten off a bit more than I could chew. And she's given me so much stuff, which I'm insanely grateful for. I'm not going to lie, I am absolutely insanely grateful for it, but it is just so much stuff. Let's see if I can... Aha! I believe this is it hiding down here. It won't take me a second, I'm just going to... Oh, that's a nice purple cardstock. Did I not buy the blue sky pack? I thought I did. That's not a problem. I've got some ombre card hiding in here somewhere. So we'll use a piece of ombre card instead. Ah! Here we go. Now this is adorable schoolable pattern paper in a pastel ombre from the lovely Hunky Dory. And I'm going to use this blue to green one. Oh, actually, no, that's going to be too small, isn't it? Because, fiddle faddle. It's just a little bit too small because of, well, I mean, if I centre it like that, it should be fine. It doesn't matter then, does it? Oh, no, but I do need it to kind of go... why did I cut those so skewy iffy? Or I could do it so it covers the whole. Choices. Actually, yeah, that's a very good point. I think I've got to hold the line, caller. I think I've got some nice A3 card that will work. Let's put that back in there, and I shall have a quick mooch. Because I'm thinking this might... that will look really, really lovely on the inside of there, won't it? And then I can use the offcut to make the spine. Right, so what do I need to cut that down to? I need to cut that to 14 by 7 3/4. Wow, this is going to be a fun one. Right, getting out the big boy guillotine, and it only goes up to 13. Great. Actually, if I put that down there as a guide, what I can do is just shove that on there, shove that through. You sit up there and behave yourself. Shove that through as a line. Pull that out. And ta-da! That should be... Oh, it's 1/4 of an inch out, which isn't a problem. Because what I'll do is I'll just... do it by eye. It's a little 1/4 of an inch. That should be about 1/4 of an inch that we need. And then that needs to go down to... Oh, you brazen hussy. You absolute brazen hussy. You're not going to fit through, are you? No. I don't know how I'm going to trim that because it's too big. She's too big for my guillotine. Oh, you know what? I could just cut a little bit off, couldn't I? So what I could do is just mark it at 8 and do a higgledy cut. Yeah, I'll just do a higgledy cut and that'll fix it. That'll fix it up good, and then I can do it I'll do it as a nice straight line through the... Then I should be able to neaten it up. Oh, it's still not going to go through, is it? That wasn't really the best part of my idea, was it? Oh, this is going to get ugly, isn't it? Right, okay. We're just going to have to let it get a bit ugly. Right. There we go. Yeah, I could use a knife and blade, but I know I will be an absolute pain in the backside with it. So I don't trust myself with a blade like that. Let's just double check and make sure that that's right. I have probably caused a little bit more of an offcut than I need, but it's not really a... It's still a little bit too big. Right, so if I do that down to... And this is the great thing about me doing my crafting, is you guys get to see all of the bits where I make it ridiculously silly, and it never quite works out straight away. And that's the best thing, you know, because you can see that I'm not just this person that gets everything right all the time, and you know, it's never really good to see everything go right all the time anyway. It never... I mean, it's great when it works and it does pan out like that, but it doesn't always go that way. Not everything always goes to plan, and it's good to see the process, I feel, but that's just moi. There we go. And I poke my tongue out when I cut paper. Well, I like to cut things. I poke my tongue out. There we go. What I might do is just take a little 1/4 of an inch off each end as well, because, well, off of the end, to make it a little bit more. So I'm just going to do that by eye as well, because I know it's very naughty to do it by eye, but I'm going to do it by eye. By eye. Is that actually enough to get that to fit through? Nah, of course not. It would have just been nice to have had a... You like, more than just... That is rude! That is so naughty and rude. I can't believe you just said that or something or nothing. There we go. I'm quite happy with that. I think that looks really nice. And then all I should do is stick that down. Or actually I could... No, I think I'll just be happy with it completely covered. It'll just make it easier. So let's get to some glue. We're going to put loads of glue all over the back of the house. Hopefully not too much will poke out, but we just need to make sure that it's completely covered. Right. Ooh, that glue is quite strong, isn't it? There we go. And then what I'm going to do as well is I'm just going to get my ball tool and go down the crease of the centre as well, so that it will sit quite nicely. Actually, I'll just use mine. I don't want to go too hard on that either, but I do want to make sure that that crease is there. There we go. So it will fold quite nicely with the yeah, I do need to let it dry before folding. I just wanted to check and make sure it would work. Right. So I'm glad that it did work. I know I should have waited, but slap down for me. Right, so the next thing is making the spine. So like I said, I'm going to be using the Keepsake Bookmaker Simple Spines die set. Grief, my stupid thing. Oh, I'm so sorry, Pam. And I'm sorry that it just had a moment. The whole thing's just kind of going to crazy. The stream had a moment. So I am using the Keepsake Bookmaker Simple Spines die set. And hopefully we shouldn't have any more problems because of my stupidity. Right, actually, I think I might use... I know it's a bit stark, but you're not really going to see a lot of it because the pages are going to cover it. So I'm thinking I will actually use that. I'm going to use this green card to make a nice spine. Really sorry, guys. The streaming software decided to throw you back to the stream start page instead of the... instead of keeping you on where you should be. So I don't quite know what happened, but it has been remedied now. Yes, Gaz and technology, apparently we're having a moment with each other. That is a little bit over, but it doesn't really matter. And what I will do is realign that up a bit better because that is a little bit skewy iffy. And we don't want a skewy iffy cut on our die. Even though we will be trimming a bit off of it, so it's not a big deal. Let's get cutting plates. Let's get that sandy witch in there. There we are, and that is our perfectly cut spine. And I'm going to... because those dots denote where they need to be stuck together, don't they? So that's an outie fold and that's an innie fold. Right, let's get some red line tape. And where you can see these little indents, those need to be stuck together. So on one side of each of these, I'm just going to put some red line tape, and hopefully it should be the perfect width. And it is the perfect width, but it would be even better if I could actually line it up. There we go. And let's just get that stuck down. Oh. That's not going to peel back easily enough, so I'll just leave that as is. It doesn't matter as long as it's all stuck down. There we go. And what I'll probably do as well is put a little bit of tacky glue over the top of it as well, just to give it that extra bond, because I am feeling that right now. Got so much to get in on these lives, guys, especially whilst I'm off work. So on Thursday we have the live with me and Teresa making some flowers for a shadow box. I've already pre-made my shadow box because I'm naughty and I can decorate it with the pretty flowers, which I will be making on Thursday's live. On Friday I'm with Crafted by Jay on his channel, and I think on Saturday I might do a bonus live. So all I'm going to do is fold and burnish these spine parts. Have I done that the right way? Yeah, I have, because that, yeah. That makes a pretty spine piece, doesn't it? So, folding and burnishing. And I'm just doing that mountain valley, mountain valley, mountain valley. So that folds like that. That folds like that. That folds like that. I'm just going to fold it each way to burnish it, and then it gives it that freedom of movement when it's stuck together, when I stick it together. Don't second guess myself. I'm only second guessing myself because I'm a bit I'm a bit overheating. The weather's getting to me a little bit, I feel. So let's just fold and burnish those nicely. And that will give you a nice spine. Those are all nicely folded and burnished, so now I'm just going to stick them together. Don't you have air conditioning? No, we don't have air conditioning in the UK, Sweet Pea. It's not a common thing here. On Saturday I should be sailing to Norway for a week. Oh, I wish I was. Oh my god, I could do with the cold. Oh, so you're going for the whole week on Saturday? Oh, that's a shame because I'm off. I was going to say I should have popped over and seen you. Whilst I'm off because I'm off for this week and the following week. Actually, I still might be able to pop over this week if you have some spare time. It would be nice to come and say hello. Especially now that the prices of the ferry are going down again for a little bit. Oh my god, it's going to be 30 next week. I'm going to be a dead body, guys. All you're going to see is this little melted thing on the camera. It's like, hello, it's me. I thought I'd come and craft with you. Blah. He's a dead body. Oh, and the week after that, the week after I am back at work, because I've got my 2 weeks off. When I go back, I'm actually on a set of nights. So there will be no streams for a week. But then the following week, you have me for the whole week. And I just need to trim a little bit off, don't I? Yep, just trim off about 1/4 of an inch. So I'm just going to flatten that and place that through. This might be a bit too fiddly for me to do, but I'd rather do it like that than... There we go. Just going to take a little bit more off. Not too much. I'm only going to do a little gnat's eyelash, as they say in the trade. A little gnat's eyelash. And there we go. We have our lovely spine ready to go. And I'm just going to use again my construction glue to stick that down. There we are. And that's that. So I'm just going to let that set. So I'm just going to bend that out now because I've got the... And there we have the basis of our memory album. And when we come back to this next week, I will be making the pages to go in. So we'll get some really cool, nice bits of card and paper and make some super cool pages to go in here. But I'm going to leave it at this for now, guys. So for this, we have made this lovely... I think it went a bit skewiffy, but it doesn't matter. We've made the lovely basis. We've made the cover. We've made the spine. We've done a nice insert on the inner there. And that's it for this live. So I will say thank you to everyone for coming along. I really do appreciate it. You've all been absolutely amazing, as always, because you're all fabulous. Join me and Teresa on Thursday, where we will be making some flowers to go on a shadow box. On Friday, like I've already said, I'll be live on Jay's channel. Then from next week, I will be back on my channel. And we'll pick back up the memory album, and I should have some of my photos printed by then as well, because I'm going to have those sent off tomorrow. So I will say a massive thank you for you all for being here. I love you all so very, very much. If you do wish to support the channel, there's some links in the description box where you can do that. Nothing is of any extra cost to you when you're ordering from websites that I'm affiliated with, but it does give a little bit back to the channel, and obviously everything that goes back to the channel goes into stuff to show you. So it is really, really helpful. I hope you have a lovely morning, day, evening, wherever you are in the world. And also, don't forget to like. If you're not subscribed and you've enjoyed what you've seen, subscribe. And have the best day wherever you are. And I love you all very much again. Mwah. Bye-bye.